Hey, welcome to the boardroom. I'm Thomas. I'm here today with Emily. We're going to do a tutorial of really cool kind of new game, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Like, we're pretty big Buffy fans, especially you.
Yes, I've watched it very many times.
Like as it aired, right? Pretty much.
Just like the last season as it aired.
Okay.
I was a little too young to watch everything else as it aired.
No, what's cool is we were planning on doing this video for a little while, but I just found out this is going to air on March 17th, if everything goes right. The last week was actually the 20th anniversary the 10th of the first episode of Buffy, so that's kind of cool, just kind of a coincidence. But anyway, to the game. Okay. This game plays a lot like a really fast, a little bit easier version of Eldritch Horror. I don't know if you saw that video that we did last October, if you didn't check it out. But yeah, so basically what we do is the whole point is it's kind of structured almost like a season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. In that we have a big bad. In this case, we have the Master from the first season of Buffy. And our goal is to defeat him. To do that, we have to defeat 3 monsters of the week. And they kind of come in one at a time. So our first one is Luke the Vessel.
This is all very classic Buffy.
Yeah.
Very season 1 Buffy.
I don't remember Luke. I remember the Master for sure.
Yeah. Luke kind of looks like my stepbrother.
Does he?
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe he is. All right. So, okay. So, the way that this game is played is pretty simple. We each go one at a time, kind of just trading off actions. And then after that, the monsters get their activation at the end of the turn. So, I am Giles.
And I'm Buffy.
All right. The actions we can do each turn. I'll go ahead and throw it up so you can see. You have 3 regular actions and 1 special. The possibilities for regular actions are you can search your location to draw 2 random item cards. You can fight or stun 1 vampire in your location, or attempt to slay a monster of the week or big bad in your location. You can use your location's ability. That's any of the purple X's on the map have abilities and locations. The red exclamation points have things that happen at the end of the round if anything is there. And finally, you can move to any location. There are also special actions that each of us has 1 special action each turn. You can, as we'll see later, you can either use your special action or you can use your special action as a basic action. It's still good to have that distinction though, because whenever you play a special action, you have to draw one of these event cards. Regardless of whether you used it as a basic action or the special action that it is unique to your character. All right, so each turn you pass around this lead player token, and we're kind of just in the middle of a game here. We've already got a couple items. Usually Buffy would start out as a lead player, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we're in the middle of the game. Giles is lead right now. I currently have weapons that are useful for fighting demons, and a cross that is useful for fighting our Monster of the Week here. As you can see on the Monster of the Week card, Luke, we require a cross and a stake to get him. So we're about halfway there. You also have a cross right now, which is that's good for us. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lead us off here. As my first action, I'm going to go ahead and use the fight action on my weapons card here to slay 1 demon in your location. So I'm at Sunnydale High here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this demon. Giles is already
Makes sense. He's at the high school.
Oh yeah,
probably
he's the teacher.
In the library.
I just
is there a specific one for the library?
No, there's just the high school and the Hellmouth underneath it, which is kind of a cool touch. This map is really cool, by the way.
I love so many things about this game. I love the vocabulary and language of this game because it's very Buffy.
It is.
Okay, so I'm going to use my first action to search my location.
You're in the Summers residence, so you're just kind of like cleaning your room, I guess, as a vampire is there.
Yeah, just whatever.
So use search. So you can do that, by the way. If there are enemies in your location, the only thing you cannot do is your location's special ability, if there are baddies there. Okay, so you got 2 item cards there. In most games, the maximum hand size between item cards and these artifacts is 3. In a 2-player game, it's actually 4.
Yeah.
And Giles has an ability on his card that he can always carry 1 extra. So my hand size right now is 5, which is pretty cool. I like that. Okay.
So that's all for me.
Cool. All right. Well, I am going to go ahead then and use Sunnydale High's special ability here, which is take 2 tomes from the item deck, then reshuffle. I've actually gone ahead and picked 2 tomes out already just for the purposes of this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those here. And I'm going to go ahead and discard one of them right now, actually. Use this discard event to draw 1 item card without using an action. I'm sorry, draw 1 artifact card without using an action. So I'm going to do that, and we get Mr. Pointy. That's like Bowie's, or not Bowie, that's our cat. Buffy's thing, isn't it?
Well, it was, Buffy technically died at one point, and then another Slayer was like, it was the Jamaican like one. Another Slayer was activated. Well, she was activated at the beginning of season 2.
Okay.
Mr. Pointy was her stake.
Oh.
And when she died, spoilers, Buffy had it gilded.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that was my, you gotta flip these over, man.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. So that was my second action, along with getting Mr. Pointy from discarding that tome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mr. Pointy, by the way, I'll throw this up here. Monsters of the week require 1 less wooden stake to defeat. So, seeing as Luke over there has a wooden stake that he needs, I have a cross and a wooden stake. We can go ahead and start attempting to defeat him here pretty soon.
Okay. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question really quick.
Sure.
Clarification.
Okay.
I would like to remove wounds from the Apocalypse track because that's something else to worry about. Should I use the Summer's Residence special or should I use a search?
Well, that's a good question. What you're asking right now is to use the special or the
magic supplies
box. That's a good question. You cannot use this right now because there's a baddie here, and that prevents you from doing that.
That's right. Okay.
So you're gonna, if you want to remove wounds, you can do that. We'll explain wounds at the end of this turn. But right now, this is basically our victory track here.
Yeah.
Once it gets filled up, we lose. So we want to finish the game
real
before
fast.
that. It's filled up with townies who've been killed and wounds. The townies always stay. You can't get rid of them. If there's a townie in there, tough luck, they're dead. Wounds
or
you can
undead.
Heal. Or undead.
Yeah.
Well, not so much. Wounds you can heal. So Emily just used this search action here to remove 1 wound from the Apocalypse track. So we can go ahead and do that. And we take it off. We just slide the townie to the lowest spot then. And we saved ourselves a little bit of time there.
Yeah. So that's that for me.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go move Giles to the magic box where the monster of the week, that's this guy, Luke, where he is. He's going down.
He's going down. Okay. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my special. Stun the vampire where I am at.
Now, you stun him because you don't have a stake that can kill him.
Yeah.
The default for any fight is stunning a vampire. And yeah, you can't really...
Yeah.
You don't have anything right now to kill him with.
My special is perform a move action and a fight action in any order. So I did the fight. Now I'm going to move to the magic box. And also what I love about this board is that you can move anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, like you don't have to follow adjacent. These arrows.
These arrows are for enemy movement. Again, we'll talk about that at the end of the turn. If you look at the end of that, you actually, after performing the fight action, stun all baddies in your location.
So.
Well, I guess that's the fight action there. Okay, so, that's right. That'd be really cool if you could do it in both places.
Too bad, so sad.
Yeah. By the way, use your special action for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have to flip over one of these event cards here, and we'll see what it says.
A demon terrorizes Restfield Cemetery.
Now, regardless of... We talked a little bit earlier about just the vocabulary of this game. Sorry about our dog.
He has separation anxiety.
Yeah. He, if we say like a demon, anything, anywhere, it just means you spawn one there.
Mm-hmm.
So put a demon at Restfield.
A vampire lurks at Angelus's mansion.
And put a vampire there.
And then...
Place this card beside the game board until the end of this round. The Hellmouth cannot be activated this round. That's okay. We don't really need to.
Yeah.
Alright, my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I have the items that I need to defeat Luke. We're going to give this a try. So, as you can see here, Luke needs a cross and a stake. I have a cross and I have Mr. Pointy that makes one less wooden stake required. So I'm gonna give it a try. As an action, I'll go ahead and flip over my special, just uses this action. I'll go ahead and discard the cross to attempt to fight him. Now to check my success, I have to flip over an event card, and it should have a symbol on whether or not it will match with the event card that we need here.
Yeah, there are 3 symbols at the bottom of each event card. Well,
There's
there's
like
one of 3.
There's like an Ankh, a pentagram, and Illuminati thing.
Yeah.
And this symbol does not match. I got the pentagram. So I fail.
Darn it.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You got about a 2/3 chance of succeeding. I failed. So it doesn't work and he dies. Now, just to note, when you do an event check, you do not resolve the other things. Like, you don't spawn any vampires or anything on event checks. Okay.
Right.
So I used my special, though, so I do have to do another event here. A vampire lurks in Glorificus Mansion. That's cool. There's a lot of really cool nods to the show as far as the locations go,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
A demon terrorizes the Summers residence. Uh-oh.
As per usual.
And if there are no baddies in the Hellmouth, add 1 vampire to the Hellmouth. No baddies there. Man, really spawning a lot of baddies here. Now, one cool thing I like about the kind of the special actions, that it scales the game really well. Like a lot of games like Eldritch Horror and stuff, you have to kind of take into account and run different things based off the number of players. With this game, it just scales itself based completely off the specials that are built into each player. So you don't really have to think too much about scaling the game, which is nice. Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. So it's my turn, and I want to fight Luke, but I can't because I don't have enough stuff. But if I had this,
we can trade. Trading is free as long as you're on the same spot. Mm-hmm. So I'll just trade you for those weapons if you want.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right.
So now, same deal. I don't have to have a stake. I only have, even though I do have a stake, it's kind of weird. I just have to have a cross. So I'll go ahead and try it.
So we check the event card, and we get a Illuminati thing. Yeah, all-seeing eye.
Illuminati thing.
All right, so Luke, killed.
He did.
All right. So we take him. Now what we do is we have to spawn a clue in the location that he died. Mm-hmm. Then we choose a new monster of the week. Darla appears at Westfield Cemetery. Very season 1-y.
Yeah.
It's almost like I planned it to be that way.
Darla's more so.
I guess she is kind of season 2.
No, she's in season 1, but she's just not as important. You don't really know who she is yet.
Right.
She's just a rando.
So if we were to continue, the items we'll be looking for now are garlic and holy water. But that is the end of the round, so now we have to do monster activation. Okay, so first of all, each monster kills a townie or wounds a character in their space.
We don't have any. Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah,
there.
we have a townie killed by this vampire.
Wow.
They go there.
Casualties of
this
Hellmouth
demon
War.
Wounds us. So you can just take a townie, flip it over, it's a wound token. Pretty snazzy.
So two of those, right? Because there's 2 of us there.
Yeah, but there's only one of him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got it.
So then, you choose the closest thing possible. First of all, there's unguarded or guarded townies. Right now there's no guarded townies. That would be if one of us was on their space, which we're not. So each thing moves 1 spot closest to a guarded townie if possible. Mm-hmm. Or an unguarded townie. I'm going to read this off just to make sure I'm getting it right. An adjacent location with an unprotected townie, an adjacent location with a protected townie, an adjacent location with a character, and vampires move 1 location toward the nearest townie, demons move 2.
Ooh, okay.
So, obviously this vampire is moving here.
That one will go there.
This one's going here.
This one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's actually going here because that's the closest.
But there's no townies there.
Yeah, but there's a character.
Oh, we're there. Oh, okay.
This demon. Demons only move one spot toward characters, but 2 toward townies. So if he was to move here, he's 1 spot away. If he were to move 2 spots, he'd still be 1 spot away. If you have a tie, we can choose what we want to do. I say we just move him to City Hall.
Yeah, I agree.
This demon will move to us. This demon hits us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right there.
us.
Well, no, it would just move 1 spot if it was going towards us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. And the vampire moves here. And I believe the big bad comes to us too. The big bads do activate as the baddies. So...
Or the monster of the week, you mean?
The monster of the week, yeah. Not
Big bad and
bads.
monster of the week are 2
Big bad's
things.
the master, he's not in yet. At the end of each round, a vampire lurks at each location containing a clue token. So we get one of these guys here too.
Where are we? Oh, the magic box.
The magic
really
box
happening spot, which makes
screwed.
sense. There would be clues at the magic box, and also a lot of shit goes down there.
Yeah, no kidding.
I really want to watch Buffy now.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, before we're done though, there's a couple more things. If any of us was at a location with a townie, we could rescue that townie by picking it up, placing it there. That way they're
Easy
off the
enough.
board, out of the way. And yeah, we are kind of screwed. At the end of the game ends by defeating the big bad, of course.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, first we have to spawn the big bad. This clue right here, we can spend an action to interact with and draw one of the master's plot cards. Each big bad has like 6 of them, I think. These plot cards have various effects that go into play. So it's kind of an interesting thing, because you just saw that having the clue card out on the field was not beneficial for us because it spawned a vampire. At the same time, these plot cards aren't going to be much better, so it's kind of a gamble how you want to do that strategy. Do you want to pick up the clues, or do you want to leave all 3 until the end? Once you do have all 3, though, you'll have all 3 plots active. And these plots pretty much work very similar to the monsters of the week. You just have to go to the big bad's location. It'll say where they spawn on their card. And you'll have to do the item requirements. And yeah, once you defeat all 3, you win. Yeah. Otherwise, once this gets filled up, you lose.
It's like complex but simple.
It is, yeah. There's a lot of strategy to it. It's a fun game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a couple little fidgety rules. For instance, you can sacrifice one of your activation tokens when running a test for a monster of the week to automatically succeed that test.
That's cool.
And so you don't have to do the 66% possibility of success. I would really suggest it. You cannot do that for plot cards, though.
Just the monsters.
Just the monsters of the week.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to be playing this in a couple weeks. We have something special next week before we get to it, but then we'll be doing a playthrough of Buffy, so stay tuned for that. Yep. We've got Mass Effect coming out next week. Mm-hmm. That's pretty exciting. Maybe related to what we're playing. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. And we'll, of course, be reviewing it as well. Subtrending is coming out in a couple days. We've got Senator Games. Well, I don't know which one.
One of them.
One of them. And yeah, we're going to go watch some Buffy. Let's do it.
Yeah.
See ya. At the end of the game ends by defeating the big bad, of course. To do that, first we have to spawn the big bad. This clue right here, we can spend an action to interact with and draw one of the master's plot cards. Each big bad has like 6 of them, I think. These plot cards have various effects that go into play. So it's kind of an interesting thing, because you just saw that having the clue card out on the field was not beneficial for us because it spawned a vampire. At the same time, these plot cards aren't going to be much better, so it's kind of a gamble how you want to do that strategy. Do you want to pick up the clues, or do you want to leave all 3 until the end? Once you do have all 3, though, you'll have all 3 plots active. And these plots pretty much work very similar to the monsters of the week. You just have to go to the big bad's location. It'll say where they spawn on their card. And you'll have to do the item requirements. And yeah, once you defeat all 3, you win. Yeah. Otherwise, once this gets filled up, you lose.
It's like complex but simple.
It is, yeah. There's a lot of strategy to it. It's a fun game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a couple little fidgety rules. For instance, you can sacrifice one of your activation tokens when running a test for a monster of the week to automatically succeed that test.
That's cool.
And so you don't have to do the 66% possibility of success. I would really suggest it. You cannot do that for plot cards, though.
Just the monsters
Just the monsters of the week. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to be playing this in a couple weeks. We have something special next week before we get to it, but then we'll be doing a playthrough of Buffy, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. We've got Mass Effect coming out next week. That's pretty exciting. Maybe related to what we're playing. I don't know. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. And we'll, of course, be reviewing it as well. Subtrending is coming out in a couple days. We've got Senator Games. Well, I don't know which one.
One of them.
One of them. And yeah, we're going to go watch some Buffy. Let's do it.
Yeah.
See ya.
So, I was like, how the hell am I supposed to fight the big bad?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. I meant to give in to you, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just have her take it on her turn.
No, I mean, like, he's not the big bad. Monster of the Week and Big Bad are two different things. Right, so I thought somehow you were going to kill Luke, and then the Big Bad was going to come into play, and then... I realized it, like, at a good time to where I was like, okay, I get it.
I think that was good.
But I'm glad you were like, I got a pentagram.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I had stacked the cards, but then I think I dropped them at one point, and I don't know. It's hard to, like... have it turn out exactly how you want.
I'm gonna keep all these. Oh.
Was this not recording? Oh no, it was. Thank God. Yeah, if you could put all those in a pile, that'd be awesome. I'll just edit this tomorrow. I think that turned out really well though.
Yeah.
Tutorials are always the hardest. But I think that this one will be good for us. I think we'll get a lot of views. Because like no one has any videos, but it's gotten really popular.
There.
Let's go have some lean cuisines and watch Buffy.
We don't have to watch Buffy if there's like new girl or stuff on.
Oh yeah, let's do that first and then we can watch Buffy. Mikey, trying to grow my videos, but... This is still recording. This is still recording.